What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? This is the traveling investor, aka the roommate investor, back with another video. I was on YouTube and I saw someone post a video about getting scammed or something like that. And then it made me think about the time that I quote unquote got scammed in Colombia. It's not really, I didn't really feel scammed, but it is a scam that they're running in Medellin, Colombia. I kind of just wanted to make a quick video about it just in case it happens to you, you know what to look for. It's actually two stories. So it's really three stories. We're going to start with my story first. So I'm just sitting outside Parkers in a restaurant, just sitting by myself, ordering food, waiting for my friends. They're doing something. They're out. I'm just sitting at a table eating. The waiter comes up to me. He says, "Oh, there's a girl over there, and she says she wants to come eat with you or something like that." I looked at him. I said, "Okay, sure, whatever." I just think it's just someone being friendly or something. It was just a random girl sitting by herself, whatever. So I say, yeah, she comes and sits down, and then we're kind of just talking, whatever. I speak Spanish, so we were just talking, having a conversation. And what they really were doing is the girl really works for the restaurant. And what was going on is that she basically was just trying to entice me to drink or eat more, stay in the restaurant longer, things like that. I mean, at the end of the day, it was a chance for me to practice my Spanish, so it wasn't really that big of a deal. She didn't really order much. I mean, I guess they know that as a man, you're kind of going to ask or offer, "Oh, do you want a drink or do you want food or something?" I did that with her. She didn't really order much. And my friends ended up coming anyway. And then my friends bought drinks for themselves, which they were going to do anyways. So about 90% of the money that we spent was going to be spent anyways, and maybe an extra 5% for her or whatever. So you could be there, you're thinking you're enjoying your time, and literally it's just some random person that's sitting at a random table but is looking at you, and she's working with the waiter and working with the restaurant. And honestly, I didn't know for the whole time until when we were leaving and stuff. She was having like real friendly conversations with the servers, and once we went inside and hugged them and stuff and things like that. But I was like, "Oh, okay, that's what's up, whatever." For me, it wasn't a big deal. Like I said, I didn't really, I'm not bitches buying stuff, you know. I'm just enjoying company, practicing Spanish, whatever. But what happened to my friends when they actually met me here, before they met me here, they were at another restaurant. These were actually not really my friends. I kind of met them earlier that day at another restaurant. So what happened was when they got to the other restaurant, they were just sitting down. And then the two girls, I guess, work at the restaurant kind of just sat down next to them and they didn't tell them to move. That's the first mistake. The second mistake is they was ordering stuff, but they didn't verify the pricing beforehand. So basically, when it came time to pay, what should have been like a $50 bill ended up being a $500 bill. And the excuse that the restaurant used was, "Oh, you're paying for the girl's time." They didn't ask them to sit down or anything. Even if they asked them to sit down, they didn't say, "Oh, okay, we're going to charge you for sitting down," or anything like that. They said, "Well, y'all were sitting here, y'all were using the girl's time, whatever. So this is the bill." So they ended up paying $500 for a bill that should have been $50, but they really couldn't do anything about it. So in this situation, you really just gotta need to be clear and ask questions up front so that doesn't happen, because I think they ate there and sat there for 30 to 45 minutes or something like that. So just be on your P's and Q's when you're in Colombia or these other countries.